We will start with Module 1, where we shift our mindset. When people hear cybersecurity, they often picture firewalls or some guy in a hoodie hacking away. But in banking and financial services, cybersecurity is much more than that. It's a serious business risk. Just like credit or regulatory risk, cyber risk can disrupt operation, damage your reputation, or lead to heavy fines. The problem: many leadership teams still treat it as a technical issue, something for the IT guys to handle. This module is here to challenge that mindset because cybersecurity today isn't just about technology, it is about trust, resilience, and protecting the business itself. Let's rethink cyber risk. It's not just about scary headlines or stolen data. It's about real, measurable business impact. In banking and financial services, it disrupts operation, damages reputation, and invites regulatory trouble. What happened in Stripe's outage? Payments stalled, merchants lost revenue, and what about Revolut's GDPR breach? It triggered a fine and a trust issue. Cyber is equal to business risk, period. It hits hard in four areas. That is, lost revenue, compliance failure, customer churn, and last but not the least, brand damage. Just look at what happened to Robinhood. After their breach, users didn't just complain, they walked away. And cyber moves fast. A minor API flaw today can be global news on X tomorrow. That's why risk awareness isn't optional. It's the foundation of every serious cybersecurity program. Cybersecurity was once confined to the server room. It was all about uptime, antivirus, and firewalls handled by IT. But that changed with the rise in high profile breaches, especially in financial services. Regulators responded. The Financial Conduct Authority (FCA) and the Prudential Regulatory Authority (PRA) in UK began pushing firms to include cyber in operational resilience. The EU's General Data Protection Regulation (GDPR) brought strict breach reporting rules, and DORA, the Digital Operation Resilience Act, made cyber resilience a formal obligation for all EU financial firms. At the same time, the business impact became undeniable. Breaches could crash share prices, delay product launches, or trigger lawsuits. Today, cybersecurity sits at the executive level. Boards ask about risk postures. The CROs, chief risk officers, and the CISOs, chief information security officers, work hand in hand. Cyber is no longer just an IT job. It's a core business risk, shaping how programs are designed, governed, and funded, especially in finance, where trust and compliance are simply non negotiable. Banks and fintechs are top targets. They hold money, data, and real time systems. But it's not just outsiders. Fintechs using dozens of APIs or cloud services can create hidden risk if not secured properly. Remember Robinhood's 2021 breach? One social engineered support wrap led to 7 million users exposed and major reputational fallout. Let that sink in. Now, regulators like DORA and MASTRM, Monetary Authority of Singapore's Technology Risk Management, demand stronger oversight, especially around cloud and third parties. Open banking makes it worse. One weak API link can break customer trust. And in finance, trust is absolutely everything. Once it's gone, so are your customers. In banking and fintech, the real challenge isn't always technology, it's the mindset. Too often, leadership underestimates cyber risk. Not out of carelessness, but because they don't see how fast the threat landscape is shifting. Here are some common blind spots. Well, we are too small to be targeted, but bots don't discriminate. They scan for misconfigured APIs or open ports. Um, our cloud provider handles security. Well, your cloud provider secure the infrastructure. You control configurations. Capital One's breach happened because of this mistake. We have never been breached before. Well, silent breaches happen. No news doesn't mean no breach. Well, we are compliant, so we are secure. Paper controls fail if no one's testing them. So, the cost of these assumptions, late detection, poor response, and shattered trust. Let's close with what happens when cyber risk is underestimated. Real examples, no hypotheticals. Remember NotPetya 2017? Maersk, the global shipping and logistic giant, was hit hard, but so were European banks that relied on their shipping. Losses in the north of 300 million US dollars. Then Capital One 2019, a misconfigured cloud servers led to 100 million customers record stolen. Cost 80 million US dollars in fine, plus lawsuits. Wirecard, a 1.9 billion euro fraud, made worse by weak cyber governance. The scandal shook fintech across Europe. Lloyds and HSBC 2017, hit by DDoS attacks. Customers locked out of their accounts. Panic followed. These cases prove one thing: prevention is always cheaper than recovery. And in finance, trust is your most valuable asset. Once it is lost, it's incredibly hard to win back.